Hello everyone, my name is Sandra Kusmawati. Here I will explain about the brief history of English literature in the Elizabethan era. Okay, here are some table of contents. Number 1, about the rise of English literature. Number 2, Queen Elizabeth I. Number 3, literature in Elizabeth I era. Number 4, William Shakespeare. Number 5, William Shakespeare's career. And the last, number 6, William Shakespeare's work. So, let's start. Okay, first, the rise of English literature. Renaissance era, which means rebirth or the golden age of English literature, was in the period of England's Queen Elizabeth I from 1558 until 1603. So the Renaissance witnessed a surge in poetry and the development of new poetic forms, and one of the most renowned poets of this era was William Shakespeare, who wrote sonnets exploring themes of love, beauty, and the complexities of human emotions. His sonnet sequence, consisting of 154 sonnets, remains a literary landmark. Okay, next, Queen Elizabeth I. So, of the England's most illustrious monarchs, Elizabeth I was born at Greenwich on 7 September 1533 and died March 24, 1603. She was also known by the Virgin Queen. Elizabeth I was removed from the line of succession. Elizabeth's success to the throne on her half-brothers died in July 1553, and her half-sister died in November 1558. Queen Elizabeth I's reign left a lasting impact on England and shaped the nations of its history and identity. Her legacy as a powerful and capable ruler, and as well as her support for the arts and literature, continues to be celebrated and studied. Okay, next, literature in Elizabeth I era. So, Queen Elizabeth was a great patron of the arts, extending her patronage to remarkable artists and performers, thus leading to a surge in works of arts produced. So, the literature of the Elizabethan era reflects the energy, creativity, and intellectual spirit of the time. It celebrates the English language and explore a range of themes and genres. The work of produced during this period continue to be cherished for their literary and cultural significance, and they have had a lasting impact on English literature as a whole. Okay, next material is William Shakespeare. William Shakespeare was born on 26 April 1664. William Shakespeare was the third child of 8 siblings. He married with Anne Hathaway from 1557 until 1616. They had 3 children named Susanna and the twin Hamnet and Judith. Shakespeare moved to London in the late 1580s and by the early 1590s, he started writing. William Shakespeare is widely regarded as one of the greatest playwrights and poets in the history of English literature. Born in Stratford-upon-Avon, England in 1564, exact date certain, Shakespeare's works continue to be celebrated and studied around the world. Okay, next, William Shakespeare's career. William Shakespeare's career spanned from the late 16th century to the early 17th century. During this time, he made significant contributions to English literature as a playwright, poet, and actor. Shakespeare disappeared from the record between 1585 and 1592, but in 1592, William Shakespeare had begun working as an actor. Around 1611, he appears to have retired from theater and returned to Stratford-upon-Avon, where he lived until his death. Okay, next, William Shakespeare's work, The Last Material. He is credited for having 154 sonnets, 39 plays. His works are so famous because he used universal themes. Not only writing, William Shakespeare also often performed a supporting character of the plays he wrote. William Shakespeare's body of work encompasses plays, sonnets, and longer narrative poems. His works are known for their poetic language, vivid character, complex themes, and exploration of the human conditions. Until the reign of Queen Elizabeth I, he was patronized by the monarchs and often performed for her. Okay guys, that's all about the history of English literature in the Elizabethan era. Thanks for listening and goodbye.